All right, I'm going to cut right here. We'll get into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Intellivision Entertainment has just published the official Intellivision Amico unboxing video. This is real. This is not clickbait. This is from Mr. John Alvarado himself. And we're going to go through this together, and I'm going to go give my thoughts on it because there's a lot we're going to talk about. All right, so I'm going to start it up here, and let's go. The official unboxing of the Intellivision Amico. Here we go.
Hi, I'm John Alvarado, Chief Technology Officer at Intellivision.
John Alvarado is one of the good guys. I met him multiple times, and one of the handful of people that I would genuinely trust and believe at this company.
And I have the honor today to bring you something special that we've been working on for a while that's an important part of bringing Amico to the public. I'd like to thank the whole team, the art department, the marketing department, localization team, everybody that worked on.
There it is, in the flesh. The video game console, in case you didn't know what it was. It says in big letters on the side here. Let's see if slide it in. So this is the box that I saw when I went up there, but it wasn't this box. I want to make that clear because I told people that I'd seen the box, but what I saw was a prototype of the box. It wasn't finished. It didn't have... It was mostly like cardboard and brown, and it was like a mock-up that they made, and they were going to send to the manufacturer to actually create the box, but they were getting all the measurements and everything like that. This is from the looks of it, the finalized box of the Intellivision Amico. And it's neat. It's cool. I'm glad I can finally share this with people. But I want to temper people's hopes and expectations because it's not all gonna be roses here. So just leading with that.
The box. This is the box that will appear on retail shelves and will be mailed to you if you pre-ordered an Amico. This particular box I'm going to mail to Hans Ippisch, our President of European Operations. It contains a fully functional Amico.
See, to me, that's a little bit first red flag. Like, why was this sent to Intellivision US for an unboxing and then being sent to Europe? So to me, my first question is, why doesn't the US branch have the US box? And why is Europe having US do the unboxing and then they're going to ship it to Europe? It's weird.
That he's going to demonstrate to our European partners. I'm going to open this up in a moment, but first let's have a look at the sleeve. The sleeve changes based on the territory. Because this box is for Europe, you can see that it has 5 different languages on the back. And then on the bottom side, again, multiple languages for the required warnings and support information, requirements, and our partner logos here. And on the side here, you can see some highlights of the system.
And yeah, Ray R reviewing, I'm going to get to that too. That is my big overarching concern with this entire situation is this feels like a finished box prototype. It doesn't feel like this is mass produced. Like, I feel like this is the only one they have right now. So again, temper your expectations if you think these are in stores ready to be sold.
It comes with 2 controllers and 6 pack-in games. It's all family-friendly content. You can use smartphones as controllers, and there's interactive lighting throughout the system. Okay, let's remove the sleeve and see what we have. Oh, there we have the color of the console and controller you're getting on this side. And we have the Intellivision Together Again slogan.
It is, like I said,
over here we have...
I can be objective.
System again.
It's a cool box. It's the same thing I've been telling you guys from when I saw the prototype in person. I was like, yeah, it's a cool box. It is. It's very professional and legit. But at the end of the day, it is a box. So
and on the underside, nothing there. So let's see what's on the inside. All right, let's open this up. Nice
I like
cardboard.
I
and
like the
padding.
sleeve.
Oh, look at that.
And
Look at
I like how it curls and bends there like that. It's like sleek and modern. And it's got the cushion on the top. So here's another reason why I wanted to make this video too. We still don't have confirmation of what the hell is inside that console. This is where my concern lies. I know there's going to be a lot of people coming at me probably being like, oh, how do you feel eating some crow now, Smash JT? They proved you wrong. Like, first off, I told them I want them to prove me wrong. I am still Team Amico all the way. If you guys can get this into stores, I want that. I literally invested $10,000 to make money off this. That's great. My focus is being that everything that's led up to this point makes me think that that's not what is happening. So ultimately, yes, this is very exciting to me, but tempered expectations because they're talking about a box. They're putting the cart before the horse a little bit. Where are the chipsets? When are these being produced? When is the launch date being updated till? Why are you talking during your quiet period? How long was your quiet period supposed to last? Where is Tommy Tallarico? Where is Phil Adam in this? Like, why is it just... I have so many questions. Why is this the only box? Why does it look like this box was already beat to hell? Like this. There's a lot of questions that I have with this.
those two shiny new controllers. Set those aside here.
Make note that those shiny new controllers are...
look at that. Look at those.
Look at how shiny they are from this angle, and make a mental note of that.
Two shiny new controllers.
Because they look brand new.
Set those aside here. We've got a quick start guide. Shows you how to set up. We'll need that. Here's the console. Let's pull this out. Oh, we have the lenticular poster.
I thought the lenticular was only coming with the Founders Editions, but maybe it was signed coming with the Founders Editions. Maybe these come with every single one of them. From the looks of it, it does.
Nice. Put that aside.
I mean, there's already... This box is already scratched to hell, so it's weird to me that this is an unboxing that's already been unboxed. It's not like factory sealed from the line. And I think that's something we need to focus on. That this is a prototype of what it could look like. And the reason why I bring that up is they're looking for investors and partnerships and someone that can bring them to the finish line right now. And they're literally doing everything they possibly can to make it look like it's ready to go. Which is what they sold me on 2 years ago, which I thought it was ready to go back then. And it wasn't. So keep that all in mind.
We have a box down here. What's in there? Oh, we've got our HDMI.
So this is another thing. I don't understand the packaging. Why is there a gigantic open space on the right side of this box? There is nothing here. It's literally wasted space. They could have made the box so much smaller and saved retail shelf space and cost of the size. Nothing makes any sense at all.
My cable, need that. Have our safety straps, the wrist straps, and the power supply. Let's check that out.
Again, a box looks beat to hell like it's already been opened.
Yeah, look at that.
And that wrapper is not a factory sealed wrapper. That is a cord that's been put into a plastic bag to feign the impression of what it looks like. But you can tell. Anyone that's opened a new system before can tell right off the bat that that is not factory sealed.
We're ready to set up. Okay, I have all the parts laid out here. We'll follow the quick start. It says to connect to power first. I've already plugged it into the power, so I just need to...
Yeah, Marcel, exactly.
Got that, and then connect to the TV. This HDMI is going to the TV, so I just need to plug it in here.
So they give you a view of the back of the console here.
It says to do the safety straps, which I've already done, so I'm ahead of the game there.
Was a good reminder.
Okay, it wants me
let me bring
to
that back up
cradle
real
the
quick here.
So let's do that. Put them in,
When's he plug it in here? Let me see. Just real quick. They give you like a quick glance at the back.
we're ready to set up.
And it's got a
Okay, I have all the parts laid out here.
SD
We'll follow the quick start.
slot, a
It says to
USB
connect to
port.
power first. I've already plugged it into the power.
So let me
I just
pause
need
it
to
there and get a good look at
attach it to
this.
the back.
So we got the micro SD, sorry, USB-C, and power supply and HDMI out. So there's not even a USB. It's a USB-C. That's something that got changed.
The Amico, got that, and then connect to the TV. This HDMI is going to the TV, so I just need to plug it in here. Easy. It says to do the safety straps, which I've already done, so I'm ahead of the game there. Okay, it wants me to cradle the controllers, so let's do that. Put them in, disc side down.
You can tell those are brand
As you
new
can see, it's already
controllers.
turning on and charging because.
And it's cool that it actually shows that they're charging with the wireless charging function, that is functional on this unit that they are showing off here.
Have it connected to power, and then the last step is just to press the power button to get it onto the TV.
So this is the part that frustrates me here. See, there's a cut there. Why is there a jump cut? Why would you do a jump cut on this? Like, I get it for like a trusted brand and stuff like that, but for this, you don't cut this. You don't cut to that part.
Get onto the TV.
Right here. Let it show up. It's a black screen the whole time, so we have no idea how long it takes from initial power on to actually showing up on the screen, and if there's any issues or problems with that potentially occurred. None of that is alleviated with this transition here. And it says info, controllers connected, Johnny. So already there's been a bunch of steps that have been skipped here to get to this point. And if this isn't an unboxing video, then the natural instinct for someone is, okay, this is what I'm getting, the retail unit pulled out of the box and plugging it in for the first time and seeing the initial, what it looks like for everyone when I buy this at Walmart or GameStop and plug it in. This tells me, and I am making a leap here, but this tells me that this console is one of the consoles that they already have at their office in circulation. That's what that tells me. Again, maybe I'm making a leap here, but because they don't show the full transition to a blank console to let people know what it looks like when you first boot it up, what else are we supposed to think?
Okay, here we are in the Amico home menu in the My Games category, and we can look at some of the games here. This is Cornhole. You can see a video preview there. And we got Dynablaster. Everybody loves that game. Great multiplayer game.
That is a fun game.
And
I played that.
Look at that, Flying Tigers.
That's the thing, like, I can speak to playing these games, and I never played Cornhole. I never played Flying Tiger. I played Evil Knievel, Dynablaster. I never played Finnegan Fox. Intellivision Pool, Shark, Regiforce Redux, and Space Striker. Thank you for the donation, I've played a bunch of these games, so I know they exist, but that's never been my issue. My concern has always been, what the hell was I playing? And that still is my concern with this unit here, because all we're seeing is the box that looks like a prototype that's already been beat to hell a little bit, unsealed or anything, just kind of everything placed in there perfectly as nice as they could make it to make it look like a retail unit that you're pulling out. And I have some serious concerns with that. And I think that's fair, because they don't give any kind of update as far as the quiet period. They don't give an update as far as the retail release date. Anything about that. They literally are just saying, oh, here's the retail box that we're going to unbox here for you guys to shut up all the haters. And all it does is bring more questions. Why would this video come out today? Who are you showing this video to? For? What's the purpose of this? Unless you have a launch date with consoles. Like, what is the point of this? Just to fool people more? Again, it just feels like they're pretending to launch the console without actually having the console. That's what it feels like.
Really cool looking game.
Thank you for the donation, Radical Reggie.
All right, so let's go look at the system settings because this
is another thing. This is what they had when I was up there last time, like 5 months ago. The system settings were all gears. All gears. All of them with the same icon. And they all spin the same. For a professional console coming out in a professional box with a back end and a store and all these other things, why are all the icons the same icon? I feel like these were placeholders that I was expecting them to update. They still haven't been updated. Maybe a day one patch? When day one comes like a year from now.
Is the European version going to haunt?
I think, and Big Family Gaming says, I just want to hack it. I think there's a very bright future for the homebrew scene on this console, if it ever sees the light of day. I think that in itself might be what carries this thing.
Want to be able to change the language. They have lots of different languages in Europe.
I think it's weird too. They spend, John spends a good
German is
2 minutes
favorite,
here.
So let's try German.
Talking about the languages.
And we can go back out to the menu and see that the headings have changed.
Like, this console's been
and even
under construction for 3.5 years now.
You see the buttons there in different language.
And to spend this much time on the languages.
Okay, so that's German. Let's see some other languages.
Why? We don't care about the languages, man.
French. I like French. I speak a little bit of French, or understand a little bit. So
it's just, it's strange. It's strange to focus on the languages.
The categories there. And let's take a peek at...
It makes me feel like
Tommy's favorite,
it's a
there.
very bare bones
and now we're in Italian.
Console.
So you can see that's the support for localization on the Amico home menu.
And I've never really been able to play around with this. I saw it a little bit when I was there, and Tommy was showing me the latest update like 6 months ago. And this is basically what it looked like to me.
What does it say? It says
6 months
games
ago.
Here, you must be connected to the internet. Aha! In order to purchase.
And the store icon is a gearbox.
So we need to get connected to the
or
internet.
a gear
Let's go
icon.
Up to
why would the store not have a unique icon?
Here.
This
and try to get connected
tells
to
me
Wi-Fi.
it's still a long ways
There
off
we go.
from ever happening.
That's the one I like.
If ever.
Yeah,
again, this is something that I would focus a lot more on
connecting to internet.
if they're able to get an investor to push this across the finish line.
Success. Done.
Because right now,
so now when we go back,
nothing's changed. They're still in a situation where they're screwed. But
okay, so here
they're
we are
showing
in
off
the store
an unboxing.
Setup. We just have to enter the state and the zip code. So I'm going to put those in on my controller here.
Out of nowhere.
CA,
why are we showing
California.
a box off?
Go down.
It is
zip code
March
here,
22nd, 2022.
780.
About
and then
what?
Go back.
We'll say 20 days
so there
after their
see
quiet period started.
Games that we already have installed, so those are already full.
Yeah, the no internet security thing caught me off guard as well. Like,
there's one right there.
no password or at the. Like, I wanted to see what that would look like, but
and
whatever.
I can buy that if I want. Right now, it's set to 0 price.
An issue some people had was that all the games show up. And it almost like entices people to want to buy them.
Now that you've seen some features
but
of the
there are
Amico
ways
home
to
menu,
remove
I'd like
them.
to show you a few games that highlight the unique features of our controller. But for that, I'm going to need some help.
See, this is the other thing that bothers me. You have the retail unit right there, John. You're showing the physical product literally stacked up against it. You show off the games. You show off the UI. You show off the back end, the Trust Me Bro back end. Why are the physical products not being shown off in this video? You literally have everything right there, and you spend 2 minutes talking about languages, but you don't talk about the NFT, NFC, and the NFT card to go on the blockchain and connect the game to the store. Like, that would be a pretty, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people could get something out of that. Wrestling with Gaming, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. It's weird. It's weird that they are avoiding what everyone wants them to be talking about. It's weird that they're going through everything we already know about the console up to this point and showing off absolutely nothing new except a cardboard box that literally looks like a prototype that's been scratched to hell that for some reason is the European version being sent to Hans in Germany next instead of just having the US box here right now. I think I got it all. I mean, this, like I said, I got a lot to say about all this. I have a lot of questions and a lot of concerns.
From friends, because friends and family is what Amico is all about. Let's get started with Cornhole. Some of you may remember the prototype we showed a while ago for Cornhole's throwing UI. Today we'll show it to you in the game.
That looked like a hell of a delay right there. I don't know if anyone else caught that.
Working is what Amico
Not
is
to
all
focus
about.
on lag, but...
Let's get started with Cornhole. Some of you may remember the prototype we showed a while ago for Cornhole's throwing UI. Today we'll show it to
That is really delayed. That might be why Tommy never let me play cornhole. That is a very noticeable delay.
to show you a few games that highlight the unique features of our controller. But for that, I'm going to need some help from friends, because friends and family is what Amico is all about. Let's get started with Cornhole. Some of you may remember the prototype we showed a while ago for Cornhole's throwing.
Okay, his hand's completely done, and then...
Today we'll show it to you in the game.
Hold on a second.
Throw.
He is completely done with his motion. His hand is all the way up, and the screen has not shown anything yet. Still nothing. It just unpaused for 0.3 seconds. Still nothing. Oh, there it goes. All right, nice. There it is.
Today we'll show it to you in the game, working with
little
our
lag.
Cornhole is a game you can play with 1 to 4 players.
I don't want to speak too much on this because I don't know. I'm not a hardcore techie nerd, but I think that has a lot to do with the internals of the controller itself are just not that strong. Like, they can't think that much. It's very bare bones with memory, and that is impacting its ability to be able to function without lag on certain games. But it's kind of embarrassing to show that lag on the unboxing video. Like, yikes. But that's what it looks like to me. I haven't played it yet, so I can't say if it doesn't feel right or anything, but just being a gamer and someone who's played the hell out of Wii Sports and Wii Bowling, yeah, there's a tiny bit of delay in lag, a tiny bit, but nothing that extreme.
And you use the motion controls of the controllers to throw a bag onto the board. And
you have to set the angle before you do the motion. So it's not like a true 360-degree gyroscope. You have to literally tell it what direction you're going to be throwing it, and then you do the swing. Again, haven't played it and would love to have the opportunity to figure that one out, but nah.
Hopefully into the hole. Brain Duel is a game that helps you exercise your brain, and it really...
This is another one that frustrates me. Like, Brain Duel is a port that is, what is it, on mobile phones, and it might be on Switch, I don't know, but I believe it's mobile phones. This was a port that was created exclusively for the Amico for adding multiplayer to it. That's my understanding of this.
Shows off the advantage of a touchscreen on the controllers because players can compete in brain challenges, and each player has their touchscreen to enter their answers.
I mean, it looks like it could be a fun time, though.
In areas like logic, math, visual acuity, memory, and includes simple games like rock, paper, scissors. Intellivision Pool is a super fun game that uses the unique features of the controller to set up your shot.
I did play this with Tommy last time I was up there, and it was fun. It feels like a fairly straightforward pool game. One thing that I would note is on the controller, they don't mention this in the video here, is the spin dial on the Amico controller doesn't register your twisting or spinning on it until you press it down and spin, which it didn't necessarily feel natural. I wanted it just to spin if I just spun it around, but you have to, for it to register, you have to press it in and spin. So
general direction of the shot by moving your finger around the ball.
But it did have a lot of options for a pool game, which
as a
was
dial
nice.
to fine-tune your angle. I love how the game shows the angles on the TV, which helps to set up a shot, but can still challenge you depending on the complexity of the shot. Backtalk Party is an original game. It takes advantage of the microphone in our control.
This is one of the games that I played when the very first trip I went up to meet Tommy and the team at Intellivision. And this is one of those games that was unannounced for a very long time. And I had presumed that's because it was going to be the 6th pack-in game. And maybe it will be. But now they've announced it without saying it's the 6th pack-in game. So I can talk about it now. I've known about this for a very long time. It was fun. It was quirky. It was it kind of felt like a God, what was the name of that game on the Wii U where it was like the spin the bottle game. It had a bunch of random like silly little stuff that you do, and it was fun for like 20 minutes, and then I never went back to playing it again. But
controllers to create a fun game show-like experience that the whole family will enjoy. Moon Patrol is a classic game that we've reimagined, and you can play the single-player experience just like the original classic, or you can play the Amico co-op experience, which is so much fun. You split up the duties of the buggy. Some people shoot, some people jump, some people drive, and you have to really cooperate to get through, and it's so much fun.
I mean, it seems like a fun idea for multiplayer to everyone to control the car together. I feel like that's a good team-building experience, but again, not really something that I would stand in line at a store for, but a cool additional feature. But let's be real, if you're going to be playing Moon Patrol, you're playing it for the single-player score. That's kind of the point of Moon Patrol, always has been.
Flying Tigers is a super fun scrolling shoot-'em-up that you can play single-player or with a friend. It features a wonderful anime
I've never played this
style
one,
that
so I can't
everyone
speak to it.
Dynablasters.
I don't know if Flying Tigers is a port or not. I don't know anything about it. It looks fun. I've heard cool things about it, but I've not played it. Dynablaster is a Bomberman clone. It's fun, but if you have Bomberman already, you have Dynablaster.
Great party game for up to 4 players. You can play competitive or co-op. In co-op mode, you work together to collect keys to get to the next level.
It is fun, and it does have a variety of modes. I don't want to make it sound like it's straight up
I hope you enjoyed this
board.
first look at our Amico packaging and some of the unique games you'll get to play on Amico. Thank you for watching.
So that is the unboxing of the Intellivision Amico. And like I said, I have a lot of questions regarding why this came out today. Where's the list of finished games that are available on day one? Why are there cuts and dents all over the box inside when it's an unboxing? Why are there jump cuts throughout the video when you're initially loading up the system? Why is the system already registered to a name with the controller? Why didn't you show that stuff instead of spending 2 minutes on the languages? I think that's a really fair question. Like, we get it. You show one language that it can switch to different languages. I don't care about the languages. That's something I will literally never do with a game console, is go to the languages and switch it to a different language. No one cares. Like 99.9% of the people that are buying this don't care about the language. Like, unless they don't speak English, they're buying it somewhere that they sell it. They're going to have their language, and hopefully it comes pre-installed set to their language. I would hope, but God only knows. But to spend that much time on the languages and not talking about, here's the games available at launch, here's the launch date, here's some images of the consoles being made in China, here's the boat that they're going on, and here's the day that they plan on getting here, and here's the stores that they're going to be holding them and selling them on these dates, here's the finalized price for it, here's Tommy Tallarico to talk more about it, here's the CEO that took his place, Phil Adam, to say something. Nope. Nothing. We just have a box that is cool. It's a cool box. At the end of the day, still a box. And unfortunately, that doesn't prove anything. Now, if you showed a pallet of these with all the boxes all stacked up and set to be shipped somewhere, I'd be like, all right, cool. We got something now. But as of this video, all I see is another thing to try to coerce some investors into spending their money to fulfilling orders for Intellivision. I don't know what the long-term goal is for this thing, but just to get the initial shipment out there seems to be quite challenging for them. And I mean, this is why when I say put up or shut up, this is a step in the right direction, but it still doesn't tell us anything. So this is just more talk. That's all this is more talk, which is what you guys are really good at doing. No offense, John. No offense. Like, I think you're a good dude, and you did a good job for the most part with this unboxing, with what you had to work with. But until we actually get some actual evidence that this is being mass-produced, or not even mass-produced, showing people at Intellivision putting them together by hand, if that's what it comes to, which is what Tommy told us you guys would be doing once you get the parts. What the board you're going to be using is. Like, Atari even showed us the board. Like, anything. Show us something other than what I saw when I went there the multiple times, because I never looked inside the Amico, and if I did, which I might have, Tommy said I might have a long time ago, I had no idea what I was looking at back then. And now I'd be actually looking at it with a clean eye and trying to figure out what it looks like and compare it to what's on the market, and if these games can run on that, or if this is something that is just not feasible. Thank you for the donation, Crush It Bad. If this is something that's just not feasible in the current state of the board that you have with it. And that's a genuine concern that I have. And showing one console in one box, that's a European box, by the way, really weird, and not showing the physical products and how they interact with it, which, granted, maybe you guys are planning on making a separate video for that as well, which would make a lot of sense, but at least proving it, saying, here's the game, ding, now I have it on my console, it registered to the blockchain, now I can sell this card to trade it with someone else, and it's good. Then great. Then make an individual video going into more detail with how it works. Fantastic. But to completely avoid that altogether with this is a little bit questionable and quite concerning. I guess I'll leave it at that. So that is my reaction to the mustache man himself, John Alvarado, showing us the Intellivision Amico unboxing. Still doesn't prove a damn thing. And unfortunately, I almost start to think that this puts them in the wrong direction now, because it's like, okay, they just are putting this out hoping to coerce an investor to giving them money so that they can actually put the product out. But we shall see. We shall see. At least they broke their silence to show us something. I'm just trying to look at the positives here, guys. I'm trying to look at the positives. But that doesn't mean I'm not without a slew of a plethora, I love using that word, of concerns. Plethora. So I'm going to leave the video there on the unboxing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.